Hi everyone, I'm Marcia Butler and I'm here with Audleman, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what the Certified Professional Photographer certification class meant to me as a professional photographer. So first of all, I want to know I signed up to be a CPP, and you have to pay the fee, and then you have 2 years to go ahead and study. To complete the process. You study and take the test, and then you have to do your portfolio of images. And I thought, this is fine, I know photography, and then I went ahead and waited, a year, because once you pay, you think, I've done it.
No problem.
No problem. And then I was like, the year had gone up, I hadn't done anything. And I thought, okay, well, I really need to maybe look at the questions. And I looked at the questions, and I thought, oh dear, I'm in trouble. Because it's not just like, what's an aperture and what's a shutter speed. It is way more
detailed. A little more detailed. A little more technical stuff.
Right. So what I did was I went ahead and bought your book. I don't know if I told you this. I bought your book before I even signed up for the class.
Well, good. Thank you.
Because I bought your book, and I looked at it, and I thought, oh, I'm going to be able to do this on my own. But when your class came up, I'm like, no, this is going to be a much easier way.
So you get a lot out of the class.
Right, because I know I'll study on my own if I have a reason to, and the class was the reason to. So maybe if you could talk a little bit about what the class is about.
Well, the study guide that I wrote is basically a condensation of the London and Upton book, which has way too much information in it. And then if you take
when I read that, I got that book, and I just looked at it, and I just wanted to cry. There was so much information.
Well, I love London and Upton book. If I can't sleep, I'll open it up, and I get about 5 minutes of reading, and I'm done. I'm sound asleep. But the class just goes over all the details, and it covers a lot of stuff that people find a little hard. And math is everybody's weirdest thing. Yeah. Everybody gets weirded out over math. And so what I do is, in the class, I convert math to counting on your fingers or easy arithmetic or just remembering things. So there's really not a lot of math.
Well, what was helpful was, even though I had the book, it was helpful to have you there doing the problems with us and helping us in those equivalent exposures. It made a lot more sense. And then there were classmates, so we could study together. So even though I may have gone in and I may have done it on my own, it was a lot faster and easier to just take the class.
Well, and then you get the test right after the class,
yeah,
when everything is really fresh in your mind.
Yeah.
And you passed.
I passed first time.
First time.
Yeah. And then I guess I should talk about the hardest part, which is really the submission of images.
Absolutely.
And what I remember was really great for me is that I had brought some images for you to critique, so that I knew exactly, oh, this one will pass, oh, this one, you need to do this, because there's not a lot of clarity as to what's artistic and what is technical in the portfolio review.
This isn't an artistic certification.
No, it's not a competition.
Right, it's not competition. It's technical photography.
Well, thanks.
So we actually are starting to do more in class with image submission, and now we're starting our own pages. So each class has their own page, so they don't have to submit stuff out in public and get these asinine comments from some people, I guess. And people don't like that. They don't like to have their stuff out in public.
Right. Especially if they're learning and
right,
they're trying to figure out the lighting patterns. And
even this class we just finished here, they were saying, wow, I thought I had some really good stuff till you showed me what we were supposed to have, and boy, I've got a long way to go. But that's the point of the procedure. This certification journey will make you a far better photographer than you ever were before.
And I found that for me, and what also helped is I had taken the class, I got my passing score, and then I had about, I want to say 6 months before my eligibility was up. And so I really worked very hard the next 3 or 4 months to make sure I had all of my my images for my portfolio, and I passed.
And then what happened? You passed.
And I have my CPP certificate in my home on the wall.
Congratulations. That's the ultimate thing.
And
that's what it's all about for me, is to get you there.
And I got there, so.
Good for you.
Thank you. Well, anyway, everyone take Al's class, buy Al's book. It really helps.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you guys in class somewhere, I hope.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, I won't be there, but.
She doesn't need to be there.
All right, bye,
Thanks,
everyone.
Marcia. Bye-bye. Cool.